It's been a rather busy time. If you saw my last video, I was doing wheel bearings on a Nissan Versa. Video before that was doing the manifold on a Civic I bought, and guess what? That Civic, she's gone. I sold it, and in return for selling the Civic, I got a 2014 Chevy Cruze, 1.4 turbo. It's not in the worst shape, but it had engine problems. That's why I was able to get the Cruze. Basically, the person I sold the Civic to, I got their Chevy Cruze in exchange for diagnosing the issue, which leads to what's on this table right here. And we'll get into that right now. All right, so when I was looking at this Chevy Cruze, it had a lot of clatter and noise from the engine compartment. I was like, okay, don't really know what's going on. I scanned for codes. It had a code for exhaust camshaft CVVT, variable valve timing solenoid, which are these. I ended up buying two new ones, one for the intake, one for the exhaust. They're made by Dorman, so I don't know how well they're gonna work. Wow, it's quite the packaging there. So I got two of those for the vehicle. I didn't even tell you what the real other problem was. The engine was also making a lot of clatter, a lot of noise, a lot of metal on metal. Well, after pulling the rocker cover on the Cruze, I found that the timing guides were completely busted, which was the reason why it was making so much noise. So after I got the car, I decided to order all the parts needed to fix it. And I went aftermarket. Like, I got the car fairly cheap, you know, I didn't pay much for it, I didn't get it for much. So I thought, okay, I don't know if this is gonna completely fix the car, but it's kind of just a fun project. So what we're doing is we're doing both the VVT solenoids. This is the front cover gasket and water pump gasket and crank seal, because we gotta take the front cover off. This rocker cover, I found a crack in it, as well as this filter right here is clogged. I don't know exactly how this works. It's like a PCV style system, but it's not recirculating back into the engine, so I don't really know how that works. If anyone's watching this and they know how this little filter works, that'd be much appreciated to get more information. So this is the last part. This is a cheap set, I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll see if it actually works good. But this is the timing set. So this is the guide that broke on the Cruze. It's this plastic stationary guide. You got your timing tensioner guide, it pivots. The tensioner puts pressure here. In the box, yeah, this is all made in China, by the way. You know, some people frown upon using Chinese timing parts and whatever, internal parts of an engine, but we're gonna wing it and I'll be the test to see if they work or not. That's your tensioner, you pull the pin once it's timed. The top guide comes with a new crank sprocket. And there's the new timing chain. I bought all these parts from Rock Auto. So in the next little while, we're going to be doing the teardown of the front cover, and we're going to be working on the Cruze. I don't even think I've shown you guys this Cruze yet, but it's not a bad little car. See if we can fix it up, maybe sell it to someone, or I'll just keep it as a winter beater for myself.
Well. Oh man, I'm tired. But it's a big day. Doing the timing chains on my new Cruze, the timing guides, the variable valve timing solenoids, crank, sprocket, I think we'll call this video the Chinese timing chain job, because I'm putting a bunch of Chinese parts on it. So we're gonna head out.
It's going extra greasy. That dowel bolt broke off. This bolt broke off in the block. Little extraction. Little pro come on. We'll see if she runs. Man, oh man, this Chevy Cruze has been quite the cruise through crazy town. Obviously, you saw, I didn't get much footage of changing the timing parts. Just that quick little clip was originally actually to send to my friend. So that's why I was talking like I was talking to somebody. So I did the chains, the guides, new VVT sensors, new rocker cover. A bunch of the rocker cover bolts were stripped out. I had to Healy coil them. So I decided, oh, okay, that one in the middle right there stripped. I was like, ah, man, whatever, it'll be fine. Apparently not. There's oil everywhere, and it's pissing out of the valve cover. So now, I got this can of engine degreaser. Just gonna start doing that, because there's oil everywhere. And I'm super pissed off about it. I'm upset because I was like, oh, it'll be fine with no bolt. Well, you live and learn, don't you? Because there's oil coming out every orifice of this effing car right now. And it made a huge mess. And I'm pissed. But we'll get it fixed up. I'll put a few more Healy coils in the head and we'll get that valve cover sealed up. So, okay, the nice weather came. I'm fixing the car now because you saw I shampooed it. So it's November 16th now. I don't know. It's been a week since the shampooing. That was Sunday last week. Anyway, you see I got the valve cover off. I told you the bolt was stripped. So I'll just give you a rundown what's going on. Okay, this drill bit, this is the specific drill bit to put the Healy coil in. It's going to be an M6. So it's these. This is the install tool. And this is the tool to knock out the backside of the Healy coil when you got it installed. So yeah, these are it. I already put one in when I originally did it. I think this one has a Healy coil. So, which one's stripped out? Okay, that one's stripped out completely. That one's about to strip out. That one looks good. There's also, this one looks like crap as well, right there. So I'm pretty much gonna go and Healy coil every bolt hole that's destroyed. So I'm gonna try to get some good footage here, but we'll see what we can do. We're gonna start with, okay. We gotta drill this one out first because this is the first one that went out. So pretty much the secret to putting in Healy coils is you need to make sure you're drilling straight and thoroughly. Also, Trying not to get too much metal in the engine, but luckily it's aluminum, so probably won't cause very much damage. So okay, perfect. Okay, this is the one. Okay, so I Healy coiled that one. We're Healy coiling this one. So that's ready for rethreading. This one over here is starting to strip out, so we're also going to drill this one out. Okay, so basically I'm drilling them down till they bottom out, because they have bottom. It's not bottomless holes. Like they got ends to them. So I'm gonna drill a few more and I'll film some of the Healy coils. Okay, so I looked at my camera and it was terrible. And my head was in the way of the footage. So I'm gonna do a full Healy coil drill and tap to show you now that we got better camera angles. So first we're gonna drill the old threads out, make sure it's straight. Okay, now that it's drilled out all the way, take a vacuum. Now you take your tap, make sure it's straight again. Now you want to go all the way till this bottoms out at the bottom of the bolt hole, because there is a bottom to it. It doesn't go all the way through. Try to get a better angle so you can see. Turn it out by hand. Vacuum. Healy coil into the tool, goes in the slot. Rig that up, start threading it in place. Oh, to make sure it goes straight though, it's kind of fucked up. Oh, there we go. Now that it's threaded below the top, last part, take your punch out that centerpiece. Boom. Now it's ready for installation. There's been so many parts to this one video. I thought just for the hell of it, okay, so the car was low on oil. You saw my time lapse. I'm letting the silicone cure because I put some silicone on the gasket just in case. All the bolts are bolted down. They're not messed up. They're all tight. All the Healy coils worked, which I'm psyched about. It's dark now, same day though. It's November 14th, or sorry, yeah, 14th still. So we got the Moto Master 530. We're down a lot because it pissed a lot of oil. I'm also going to put this in. It's an oil treatment. I don't know. I just thought, why not? Because some of the metal shavings maybe fell in the engine. I just want some extra protection while everything flushes out into the oil screen or the oil filter. Whatever. It could be a scam. I don't know. But I'm using it. And if it helps, it helps. So let's see this thing run next. And then we're going to wrap up this video. The infamous check engine light. It was misfiring a bit at first, but now it's running fine. It's probably why it has a code, but some Chevs love that light. I don't know why, but I'm a Chev guy, but anyway, it's running. I'm gonna conclude this video, but I'll let you guys know in a little bit if this thing's pissing oil again, but I don't think so. Take care. Thanks for tuning in.